Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Casper Network, aka Casper. So let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So first off, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about Casper's potential here. Ultimately, when I look at this market, I do believe that this entire market actually kind of topped back in May of 2021. I'm actually going to be talking about why I do believe that, but ultimately, Casper did not have enough time to shine at all. We actually do see here, am I the only one excited for Casper to truly experience a full bull run? Now, I'm asking all of you that question as well. Comment down below if you are excited about Casper in the next major bull run. And also hit that like button if you do believe that Casper is going to shock this entire market. But I did say, in my opinion, the euphoric top for crypto was May of 2021. Casper's ICO ended in March. It did not have enough time to shine at all. I am beyond stoked to see what happens in the next major bull run. Now, let's actually talk about why I believe that we did top in May. So first off, let me actually take you back to the ICO of Casper. I mean, obviously it was around like March. I know that the price data did not get really listed on much exchanges during that time, but you know, this was ultimately the aftermath of it, where we had like these scam wicks all the way up to like $60 or so. It was insane. But you know, here's the ultimate sell-off after the fact. We're still in that downtrend. I mean, even off of the high back in November, which was technically, you could argue that it was kind of like a scam run. We have been in a downtrend ever since the ICO prices. And here we are at about like almost 3 cents. Ultimately, it's nothing like too crazy. We came down to almost like 2 cents. Some have argued that we could see about like 1.5 cents, which would be every single ICO price factor hit. To me, I've been accumulating this range. I've been accumulating for a while on Casper. I do believe that, you know, in regards to the OBV, which let's actually go check out the OBV because I actually want to see how much volume there is here. So yeah, I mean, like, we've been kind of flat on OBV. We've still been seeing some coming in, but it's ultimately flat. Not much volume at all. We need to get back into a point of, like, you know, majorly bullish volume in. Let me check out some of the other time frames. Let me go to the 1 day. So yeah, on the 1 day, we can kind of see a little bit of a change here. I mean, ultimately we were on the 3 day, so it wasn't going to be a lot, but you could see where we bottomed out back in June. You could see the volume was a little bit flat. Recently, we have been seeing some increasing volume, which is pretty good to see, but ultimately we are still trading this, you know, major accumulation range, which is fine with me. Now, why do I think that we topped out back in May? Well, let's go look at Chainlink. Chainlink was a, you know, major runner. It topped back in May. XRP topped back in April. Also, XLM topped around May as well. Most of this market topped around that time, with some of them having a little bit more of a run back in November. In my opinion, I don't believe that November was the cycle top. I actually think that May was. And it's mainly just the euphoric top. I mean, it doesn't mean that prices didn't have to, you know, had to top during that time, but it was majorly like all around the euphoric stage. After May, you know, euphoria died out for this market. You know, Dogecoin is the biggest one. You know, it died out after May. So to me, May was the time frame where this entire market basically topped. Casper did not have much time at all to run and make a major name for itself. So ultimately, price action on Casper has been disappointing due to the fact that it hasn't really had that time to shine. Now, when we do have the time to shine, where do I believe that the price could go? Honestly, I don't know. We've been looking at the fib levels based on the ICO pricing that we have on CMC, which the topping point for that was like about $1.33. If we're looking at $1.33 for the top of this fib level, and we are actually going off the bottoming point here, I'm more so dead set on anywhere between like $4 to $16, which I know that kind of sounds crazy, but that's just the range that I'm looking at. It doesn't mean that that's guaranteed. Absolutely not. But I shared with you guys this statement from Kevin Cage, and I think that this is pretty true to itself. We do see here, most don't believe in an alt until it already pumps. Solana gained tons of popularity after a 500x return. I'll continue to stack and earn daily Casper well before it becomes popular. If you only invest after everyone believes in it, you're already late. Many will dismiss Casper due to current tokenomics, but remember, this coin has utility and features that 99% other tokens and other chains haven't even developed yet. And yeah, I do believe that this is why Casper will win, especially with the enterprise grade adoption of it as well. Ultimately, Casper is years ahead of most chains, including Ethereum. I think that Casper is probably one of the most special tokens out there simply because of the development on it. And also, 2023 is going to be a huge time frame for Casper as well. We've been talking about a lot of the upgrades that are coming in 2023. We do see, we aim to empower technology leaders to build powerful and flexible new solutions that drive improved business efficiencies and open new revenue streams. Casper 2.0 will further enable this process. Among other features, here's some of what you can expect in Q1 of 2023. And we do see the new and improved consensus mechanism. The Zug protocol will introduce a faster, more secure successor to the Highway protocol that empowered Casper 1.0's consensus model. Unified accounts, unified contracts. Casper is already the only blockchain that enables upgradable smart contracts. Casper 2.0 introduces a more powerful feature set in which everything on Casper is a contract, and contracts have all the properties of accounts, including the ability to pay for transactions and to stake on the network. This will enable a more user-friendly user experience, making onboarding the next million users onto blockchain that much easier. And I think that is also a big thing, right? We've actually just talked about this with interoperability with the next 1 billion users around crypto. You're going to have this sort of friendly adoption aspect around your specific network in order to onboard many more users. I think that this is why a lot of the major networks in this space fail, is just because of complexity to use. This is what makes Casper a little bit more efficient compared to most. It's just like the ease of adoption for it. And there's so much more to this. I mean, ultimately, when we really kind of look at what Casper is doing development-wise, I love to see them continuously building. That really kind of solidifies my confidence around this investment vehicle. I mean, a lot of these tokens in the space kind of go silent during bear markets and during like the most critical times in this market, which kind of turns you off from that investment vehicle. So to me, Casper is still shining. One thing, though, that I do have an issue with, that I do believe that will improve, of course, is just the amount of projects that they have around their success stories. They're still the same names. I would love to see a lot more adoption of Casper, which, again, is because it's still pretty new. I mean, ultimately, they did go live back in March, so, it is understandable. But we do see the first blockchain built for enterprise adoption, the future-proof blockchain. You do see CBC, Casper Proof of Stake, which, by the way, this is the big thing around it, is years ahead of Ethereum 3.0, for an example. Enterprise optimized, future-proof, and scalable. Yeah, I mean, like, at the end of the day, they are focused on businesses. They have some great partnerships already in place. They are moving pretty quick, and I do believe in the team. I think that they will succeed long term, and I think that this is going to be a major opportunity. I mean, think about it. If this did do, like, for example, at a $100 billion market cap, it is pretty much around the $16 range anyways. If we did run up to even $4 from our current level, right? This is insane, but if we go to $4, this thing is a 141x opportunity. At $7.30, this is a 254x opportunity. And at $16, this would be about almost a 600x opportunity. Now, do I believe that it's going to, almost $17 in the next major cycle? No, I don't. But again, I just share with you guys this because, like, the upside potential on Casper is truly amazing. And it is because everyone is ignoring it at, a crucial time in this market. I mean, like, a lot of these partnerships are pretty cool. I mean, like, IPWE is great. Metacast is great. All of these are great. But I think, like, the number one reason why it is getting ignored is because there's not a lot more going on in regards to some of the success stories. But again, I share this with you because this is, like, one of the biggest things that I just have, a problem with. But it's also something that is understandable because they are still very new. But if we did get to the $17 range on Casper, which again is, it's a level that, how should I put it? It's a level that is a little bit, kind of out there, because at $17, we'll just estimate it to $17, it's worth $102.7 billion in market cap. Do I think that is overvalued? Not necessarily. In fact, I think that $102.7 billion is achievable. It's just, how big is Casper going to be at that time of the market when, everything is kind of running, and, we do have billions and even possibly trillions of dollars flooding into crypto, where's Casper going to be positioned? They're going to have to market pretty hard to get a large portion of that, volume. But that's why I say like $17 is a little bit of a stretch. But I will say $4 is easily achievable because that's a $24.2 billion market cap. That's not that too crazy to me. And I want to ask you guys, do you think that that is a crazy amount for, what Casper is, doing? Because again, at $4, Casper is a pretty high range target at this current moment in time because what is it? Like it's like 100 or so X. So I mean, yeah, that's great. But I will say this, if Casper can continue to do what they are doing, for example, like here we have the Casper blockchain is built for developers to get one step ahead in accessibility, upgradability, and scalability. You see down here, like many new and exciting layer 1 blockchains are appearing out of nowhere, and it can be hard to keep up with them all. Casper is a blockchain that is worth your attention. Here's a short thread on it. And this is from Crypto Johnson _ key points. The Casper network is a decentralized layer 1 proof of stake blockchain built off the Casper CBC specification. Casper is designed to accelerate enterprise and developer adoption of blockchain technology. And this goes hand in hand with like everything around it. I mean, like there's still a lot going on here. Tokenomics, like the biggest problem with tokenomics is that there's no cap, right? And I think that that is like a big worry to some people. But I want you guys to understand that tokens like this that do have tokenomics, that are, how should I say it, not lucrative to some people, gotta remember that the utility around some of these tokens need those amount of tokens. That's why, I focus on the enterprise grade, tokens that do have a large portion of supply out there. I share with you guys this because like even XRP, for example, has 50 billion supply. Total supply is like 100 billion. Go look at XLM, around the same. ADA, around the same. A lot of these tokens that are going after some large use case ability, major companies, etc., they need that amount of tokens to fundamentally be utilized. So that powers the entire network, and Casper is no different. So to me, I don't believe that the tokenomics are going to hold Casper back from achieving some pretty nice highs. And I do think that going into the next major cycle, we don't know where Casper is going to go price-wise, but it is going to be something special to watch for. I mean, even if we go off of the the highs back in November, we're still looking at roughly $1.11 for the high here at the 1618, which is very probable. And this would still be about a 39x opportunity, almost a 40x opportunity run, which again, I think that we go much higher than that. But it is still very exciting because even at $1, this thing is still something special. So with all that in mind, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on. If you guys have more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the video Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all, have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.